Nice. Let me- Hello, people. Welcome to the live stream. Mm, Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the live stream of Zibit.com. You all know, and if the people who don't know, Zibit.com is a crypto exchange platform, and it is the most beginner friendly platform you can ever have there. This is one of those platforms which is very easy to understand, easy to trade, easy to do each and every of those things. There is nothing hard in Zibit.com, and that's what makes it the most beginner friendly app out there right now. Okay, we all know this one very specific thing, that cryptocurrency is booming so much in, like, everywhere, like wherever we see, everybody is making use of money. And what is the best evidence for it? The best evidence for it is that the corporate people are actually coming to this platform. Not this platform, it's like the crypto exchange currency platform. The corporate people are actually coming in, and they are investing in a bulk huge amount into the market. They are not doing any of those things like where they are feeling dicey about it. Their investment makes it that accurate, that we know that their investment is basically very specific, and the huge quantity makes us believe that yes, they are having 100% surety in investing in the crypto market. By We can see by the BlackRock ETF, we can see by, there are not just BlackRock ETF, but see, BlackRock ETF makes money. they brings so much and so much and so much of money. But other people who are there, they the ETF, they're also bringing so much money. The corporate people are investing, the institutional people are investing. So this makes it one of the, like, I won't say like a trustworthy, like this is a very trustworthy thing and blah 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 blah. But remember this one thing very specific: a big person always makes any decision with thorough research, with thorough anything, because he has those people backing up to him. He has lot and lot and lot people back in, like wherever, like in his office, in his company and blah, so that they can educate him, they can see if this decision of his is right or wrong. So yes, if this thorough research and with each and every of those things, they are taking such a great initiative of making a huge investment in the crypto market, and which helps us, by the way, the Bitcoin value increasing, decreasing down. This is a big player's move. This is not our move. This is a big player's move which he makes by investing or by taking that money out. Our investment is not enough to make the market move, because like the most of the there was one myth in the market that this candle actually means volume, that number of people are there. No, this is not number of people, this is number of the quantity of amount out in the market. Sometime it may mean, very maybe situation, it may mean number of people, but most of the time whenever you see straight up down, because see, it's I'll give you one example. People don't have this unity, they don't have this unity. Okay, this unity is very hard to get in retailers, because we know as a common people how hard it is to convince 10 people to do one thing. Now just imagine the downfall of the market, which made the market price from 118 going down to 115, going down to 115, which took almost 3k of the market. 3k gone from the market. Value. I'm not saying 3000 only vanished from the market. No, the 3000 value of that item, which is our Bitcoin, 3000 of Bitcoin vanished from the market. Now, this 3000 drop, you I have to give you comparison, then I'll give you back on the time BlackRock CEO invested 1.17 billion, and the market shifted to 10k. 10k value of this, the Bitcoin value 10k was up with the investment of 1.17 billion. Now, even if you have to, it's half of half. Half of this half will be what? I don't know, whatever it is. 500 million? Billions, half is million, I guess. 500 million. No, 1000. I don't know. So half of this value was dropped over here from this point to this point. Do you really believe that retailers have this much huge amount of money, that they are, and they had unity as well, that each and everybody came together at one specific point and started selling? Obviously not. If somebody is selling, obviously there is a person who is buying over there, right? And this constant drop, a straight drop, in whenever, wherever you see in the market, a straight up or a straight drop is always done by a big player. We don't have this unity in the market. We don't have this unity is very hard to get, and it's not possible for the retailer to have such kind of unity to enter in the market in a everybody going for buy or everybody going for the sell. This cannot happen for the retailer. It can only happen with a big player. Why? Because big player money is big to create such big candles. Their orders are big to create a big sell orders, big red candles, big buy orders, big green candles. They have this power. If you say like maybe this is a retailer, I will accept it because this is a natural way of the market to move and this is our unity. We can just make such things, such things, such things. This is the retailer's work. But this or this is not retailer's work. This is big players work, always, and it always will be a big player's work. Okay, so in the market, whenever you see a chart pattern, there are several things which you need to know regarding. Several things. One of those things is understanding a difference between us, the retailer investors, and the big players. Retailer investors are basically who retailer investors are. Retailer investors are us people who are like who are doing jobs, um, unemployed, maybe businessman, but leave the occupation. I'll compare it with the money. The person who is having from $10,000, 10,000, not dollar, INR I'm talking about, 10,000 INR, or let's start from 5,000. Why even 5,000? Let's start from 1,000. 1,000 INR, and it can go up to 1 crore INR. That's all. That's all. This is a range of a retailer, and this 1 crore is a very rare, like a gem person, gem who can put one. It's like a very risky person who can put 1 crore into the market. And not saying the 1 crore to divide it like 10. First, he will do 10 lakh, then 10 lakh, then 10 lakh, then no, not in that way. Okay, it's 1 crore in one go, in one trade, in one single trade. If you go amount over here, take a trade. I don't want to see. Okay. So if I put a price over here, right now it is in a dollar, but approximately 1 crore dollar is how much? That's it. I mean, that's kind of a value of Bitcoin. So this is the amount which we have to invest in one single go. And that is approximately like almost like we have reached that level. Like that is almost the value of uh, Bitcoin. This is a huge amount which we have to invest. 1,000, sorry, 1,20,000 USD. If you, and I really don't think that any person is out there, a retail investor, who invests 1 crore in one go. No, they won't and they can't. So, and big player, they don't have a range, but they have a start of a range. They can start from 500 million, 50 million to, and it can go up to unlimited, whatever it is. They always surprise us. Like we have seen BlackRock CEO, like before BlackRock CEO, there was nobody who invested up to 1 million, 1 billion. There were 900 million, blah 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 blah. But BlackRock CEO was that guy who in that ETF in one day, the highest amount of daily inflow we have seen in one single day, 1.17 billion gone into the market. And to be very honest, no hope of it to come back as well. There is no hope for the market to come. There is no hope for him to have that price or to ask the money back or something like that. If he asks that money back, trust me, there is a huge downfall from the market from that point. Because whenever they try to sell a huge quantity, because obviously they don't need 1 BTC, 2 BTC, 3 BTC, 4 BTC. No, they are not in need of this small amount. They are always like, if they are investing big, they need the return big. So once they make a huge return big, that results in this downfall, a straight up downfall. This sellers. Now, these are not always institutional people. Not always. Sometimes these are actually a big player who are wealthiest people, or someone's old wallet got, someone used old wallet, take out unnecessary amount of Bitcoin from them. Okay. But these drops are common. Okay, this is what results in the fear, greed scenario. The market jumps up with the greed, falls down with the fear, jumps up with the greed, falls down with the fear, jumps up with the greed, falls down with the fear, jumps up with the greed, fall down with the fear, jumps up with the greed. This is what fear, greed scenario pops in. But the big player, they nullify each and everything what is there in the market. Each and everything. Why? Because they don't go by the technical analysis. Like right now, uptrend is going on, so I should wait for the retracement. This point is where I should go by. No, they will check out the price. What is the price? And if they feel like, no, I want to have at this price, they will put a limit order. Market will see that limit order. Market will make the market go to that place, that price for the big player, because he knows a huge amount of investment is now gonna pour into the market. Because of that reason, the limit order get placed, and that is the concept of fair value gap. Fair value gap is nothing, is it's what fair value gap, FEG, just suggests us a big money has gained. Big money, a huge money into the market has jumped in. There is someone who is buying in a huge quantity. That's what fair value gap tells us. Nothing else, nothing else. The fair value gap only tells us this thing. Then we made a concept. Fair value gaps are originally made for what? Just a big money has entered in the market and he's making a huge investment. That's all is a fair value gap. But what we made a concept of it, and which is a like is a theory which is true as well, which works both in sentiment and logic. In both way it works. In both way, I'll show you how fair value gap, a small concept. Fair value gap, a very small concept, which just means that usual, more than, like, usually we see this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. This is a usual normal, but sometime there is this candle. Now this, if it makes a gap between 1 and 2, this is what a fair value gap over here, FVG. The only thing which fair value gap tells us is that money more than usual has entered. I should be doctor. Money more than usual has entered in the market. That's what fair value gap says. Okay, that's all. Nothing else. But we made theories, and the theories supports two things. One is sentiment, and another second one is sentiment and another one is logic. This is what fair value gap supports. Two different things it supports. Okay, so first let's go by the sentiment. What do you mean by sentiment? Now let's go by the logic first, then you will understand the sentiment. Okay, first let's go by the logic. Now we made a theory that a big person cannot invest money in one go. In one go he cannot invest in one go, like in straight, like he has 500 million and he invested and he took an order of 500 million. No, this is not possible. Sometime yes, but most of the time no. Then what is possible? The most logical reason for it is, inside, yeah. So the most logical reason for a big player to how they should invest, obviously they want to invest a huge amount. Investing this huge amount can make a market jump in one go, which a market doesn't want. Why? Because if it goes by one jump, market's price will have uncertainty and can fall down like this as well. So what they do is they do it in parts, parts, parts. Why in parts? So that not the retailer can't have that huge amount of profit from it. They create uncertainty. Market wants to create uncertainty in the market. They don't believe that a retailer should have a simple way of earning money. Then otherwise, why what we should have done? We would have known, like, okay, like this guy is a big player. We know how to find a big player by supply and demand zone, and he must have entered, and then we also enter, and then boom, we are also having a huge amount of profit. But that was market doesn't want. So what they do is, what even big player do is, they don't invest in one specific group. They invest in parts. 500, maybe 250 in one trade. They will wait, and another 250 in another trade. Why they wait? Because they know this is what market moves like. It will jump, it will fall. It will jump, it will fall. It will jump, it will fall. This is what market moves like, right? Now, once they put a limit order, like for example, market is over here. They put a limit order that of 250 million limit order is placed at a price. Now, if this a price range of 118 and a order is placed at 116, market will make the market go down to collect this 250 million. Because how is markets profit in it? First of us, 250 million, obviously. Second, whatever, like as it's an uptrend going on, whatever stop losses are here and whoever people are entering for short time, everybody he can cut, he can collect that money as well, and it can go collect that limit order and jump again. Same scenario, it will fall again somewhere around the fair value gap. The second order will get placed. So in this way, by not disrupting a market in one go, like straight up, this the market disrupted market in first this, then it came down, and then again this, two order got placed in a fair value gap in a time. Now this is a logic of us. Okay, that's what we created logic. Why? Because sometime what happens, market goes somewhere around here is your fair value gap, market falls, and then exactly from this place it taps and then jumps up. Now it has two explanations. One, just I told you the logic, that this was a placed of first part of the trade, first 250 million was invested, then the market went up, from there it fall down, it came to the fair value gap, then the second part, the 250, the second 250 got invested into the market. Okay, that's what I feel, and that's what logic says, and the concept of fair value gap. That this fair value gap is nothing other than a option, an opportunity, or maybe just a delusion that a limit order is there. Some limit order is placed there. We don't know for very sure. We never know, like if the market invested 500 in one go, or 250, 250, or 100, 100, 105. We don't know regarding that. And we cannot know regarding that. We can just make theories. That's why the two different logic and sentiment came. And where did the sentiment came from? Because see, like we have seen a fair value gap. Like for example, market is going. This was a fair value gap situation came, and then market went up from there. Market tapped in and went up. This is one scenario where our logic supports. Where our logic supports that yes, the limit order got hit and then straight up market again went with a very good amount of. This is what logic does. Now sentiment. Fair value gap created, market went up, fall down, and went, but not that. A little, a very little. Now, even though it is a little or a big, once a market takes a support and goes back, people believe it's a buy opportunity, right? Now, why did I say very little buy? See, in this case scenario, there are no limit order placed. Market came down in a hope to catch any limit order, but like I told you, there is no way of finding if the market actually has a limit order or doesn't have a limit order. There is no way a market can know that. Got it? Okay. So in this scenario, if there was a no limit order, but still we see a little pushback from the market, a little, very small, not that it doesn't have any strength. It's trying to collect a strength. Okay. In that, what is happening is, now this concept is not a confidential. Okay, this concept is known by everybody who knows this concept. Like I'm not saying that everybody knows. Everybody who understands fair value gap, everybody who knows fair value. Okay, now they know this one very specific thing, that at a time of fair value gap, market usually comes, some limit order will get placed and it will jump. Okay, that's what the logic says. So with this logic, they do the sentiment trading, that they know that from the fair value gap, market is gonna go up, and they start buying. With same like people, a lot of different people try to buy because of this the sentiment. But now we can clearly see that it is just retailers buying. Why? Because the strength, the candle, and the movement of the candle is very slow. There is no absolute price going up, or there is no absolute price falling down. It's just consolidating slowly, resulting in what? Market liquid trap. Why? Because as there is no limit order. Like I said, there are always a situation like this as well, where there is no limit order. There is no limit order over here. Okay, but still people bought it with a logic that yes, it might be there, might be. They went on a risk, entered. Now market sees what over here? Now market, this is what market sees. This is what with a limit order it will look like, a very good uptrend with a strength and fast, because limit order is getting placed, and very slow with small candle like this is what market sees, and it is a consolidation. Market knows consolidation traps where, when there is an indecision. This is, they feel that it's a decision. There are 2 to 3 red, green candle. Why? Because retailers are buying with what? Buying with sentiment that yes, the market will go up from here, even though they don't know that there is no limit order. Market grabs such opportunity, and then they, when they see that there is a lot of stop losses over here. The market will drop, collect all the stop losses, try to hit some other fair value gap, and then from there it can go, because you can never know which fair value gap has a limit order. You can never know that. It is not in our power to know that. It is just by our guts we have to go for it. So this is why fair value gap is just one specific concept. We made a trading concept of it, but the fair value gap, the actual meaning of fair value gap, is just like it is creating a gap between three candle. First initial candle, then this is second candle, which is the action, and the third candle. Okay, now there is a gap between the first and the third. This gap is called as FVG, fair value gap. That's all. This FVG is called as fair value gap. And this fair value gap means, if you go by just a meaning of fair value gap, not the concept. The trading concept is different. It works on a different fundament, but just the pure definition of the fair value gap tells us one thing. More like usual, this is a normal. In normal, candle will look like this. They don't have gaps in between, like a first and third candle doesn't have gap in between. This is normal. Fair value gaps tells us this only thing, that normal, this is normal, the normal trading amount and everything. Now unusual amount has entered in the market, a huge amount, more than a normal, has entered, more than, sorry, greater than, not greater, this is greater than normal has entered in the market, greater than normal, which only results in one thing, that somebody is investing huge money. That's all is a concept. That's all is a definition of fair value gap. What is fair value gap? It means more than usual money has entered into the market, more than usual, which has to create a price gap between first and the third candle. Now it is not, I'm not talking about the first candle of a day. No, it's just a concept. Says fair value gap is a three candle concept. First initial candle, second action candle, and third result candle. Initial is like a small candle which is taking initiative, should I go for big. Second is an action which goes for a huge money, and third is a result which tells us that yes, there is a gap, which is telling us, I will draw it more accurately, sorry. First candle is an initial candle. Second candle is an action. And third candle is a result. First, initial, made a starting point. Second was a complete action. This action is our price concept, or whatever you want to call it, because whenever this again it will try to dip in, some limit order will get placed, and that's our entry for buy situation. Okay, if I draw it more accurately, I'll help you to draw. This is a first. I'll draw it for two. Okay, I'll make you understand the red fair value gap and the green fair value, because they don't have a different names, like fair value gap, fair value gap. They both are called fair value gap. They don't have like a separate meanings to each other. You just said you have to observe what is that fair value. Is it this fair value gap can give you a buy side or sell side? This is the next one. Okay. One, two, three. Sometime it may also look like that this candle is actually a red candle. Doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. The action candle matters. If that action and also the trend. Yes, let me just change. Yeah. The trend matters. If it's making in an upgrowth which is buying, then yes, it is a green fair value gap. Okay, this color, if it is green, then a buy green order fair value gap has been created. Now, what is fair value gap? This is a normal candle. Okay, I will also show you normal candles in the side by side so that you can have a difference. I'll create a line. These are three green candles with no fair value gap. We'll see real example as well in the market. Okay, you don't have to worry regarding that. Okay, so this is FPG and this is normal. This is normal and this is fair value gap. Got it? Cool. So fair value gap tells us what? Fair value gap tells us that there should be a gap. What gap it is? There should be a gap from the H of the first candle. This is the H of the first candle, and the L, that is the lowest point. I will just write it. You got it? Highest point of the candle, lowest point of the candle. first and the third, if they both from this point to this point, if they are having a gap in between, that means more than usual money is being invested in the market. I can make this color purple color just for understanding. Okay, so this gap is our fair value gap. This exact gap is our fair value gap. Okay, the gap between H, can you see H? Yeah, this is H, and the gap between L, this is L. The gap between H and the L of first and third candle. Second candle is our fair value gap where the money was invested, a good money was invested. Okay, and now if I try to make, there is no gap. The first is covering, there is no gap between first H and L. No gap at all. So this is a normal where normal thing happens. Let me just show you how it looks in the market and then we can dive more deeper into the concept. I'll show you the normal. See, this is a fair value gap. Now it's not like from the peak first candle, or like you don't have to like say like this was for this was second, third, fourth. You don't have to count. Okay, once you see a gap, initially the above one becomes first candle, last one, the ending one becomes, the bottom one becomes third, and the middle one is second. Okay, you can go by that. It's not like you have to count like, okay, this is first, second, third, fourth. No, you don't have to count like that. Once you see a gap, that gap candle is your second, above one is first, below one is third. Simple. Okay, now see what I did from this first candle. But I should not show you the red one because I didn't explain you the red one. So let me just show you the green one. Yeah, this is a green highest point, and this is the lowest point of the third candle. See, this is our fair value gap. Now, as we can see over here, the thing which I said, sentiment, market came down. From here, it tried to go up a little because first fair value gap was gone. This is also fair value gap, by the way. Okay, this is also very big fair value gap. And even in there, yeah, I'll explain you each and every of those things. This is a second fair value gap. Okay, see, same scenarios, two fair value gaps we can see. One first candle, second candle, third candle, and now this becomes the first candle. This is a third candle, second candle, and this is a third candle because it has a gap in between. This candle has a gap with this. This candle has a gap with this. Simple. Wherever there is a gap, that is a fair value gap. Now, what happened in the market? This is a sentiment. This is an example of a sentiment over here. This is a complete example of a sentiment trading, not by logic. The logic didn't work over here. There was no limit order placed over at this point. No limit order. The limit order was somewhere like the just market entered with a price. The bar price went up, but there are no limit order. This is a scenario of low limit order. Okay, and I will explain you what happened in the market now. A huge money, more than the usual one. Can you see? One second. I will show you the difference first. Let me just show you the difference. I was showing you a difference. Yeah. See, first, second, third, no gap. First, second, third, no gap. This is what the normal candle looks like, and this is what an abnormal candle will look like. Difference. This is normal without gaps, and the straight up, straight down are the only candle which are having a gaps. Got it? You saw the difference between normal and the fair value gaps. This is fair value gap, first fair value gap, second, wait, I will just draw for you. Why do I have to use my thing? This is first fair value gap, second fair value gap. Got it? Now, and these are normal candles. Can you see? This is how a gap looks like. This is a huge gap from this candle to this candle. But can you see any gap between here? This to this candle, no gap, no gap, no gap, no gap, no gap, no gap, no gap. There is no gap. Yes, there is one very small over here. This is a very small gap. And at every small gap, wherever you will see a small gap or big gap or just a gap, I will make this as well so that it will be easy for me to explain you the next thing which I am going to explain. This is also fair value gap because there is gap in first and third candle. There is a gap. Okay. Now, see, understand this. This is very important for you to understand. How does a sentiment trading looks like? How does a concept of fair value gaps has a sentiment in it? Why? There are stages. First stage is to a big player to enter. This is a first stage. First stage for big player to enter and create a fair value gap. Okay. After that, market try to go up, but see, as the big players trade is finished, the retailers cannot sustain it and they feared that it is right now, as you can also see, it is at 112. It is above its average price. This is somewhere around here is the average price 118, 119, 117. It's somewhere is average price. Now the price is above the average price. Without a support of a big player, market will fall down. But there is a but. Now market fall down. People started to take what? Sell order because they are satisfied with their order. They must have entered somewhere over here with a big plus entry. They are more than enough with their profit. They are satisfied and they want to exit the trade. Okay. Now the exit happens. But we know this one thing that once a market taps into the fair value gap, there is a chance of what? Another limit order to get placed. Can you see? Market made a very big red candle in the first point, representing what? An active selling. Active sellers are here because they saw the price highest, and these are those people who entered somewhere around here and they believe that okay, I am done with my profit and I'm happy with my profit. They here and they believe that okay, I am done with my profit and I'm happy with my profit. They went down with that. Here, can you see a rejection? The market came down till this point. That is an L of that candle. And from here, buyers again pushed it and closed above its open. Let me show you. Okay. So this was a candle with an active selling, sell, came down till this point. Okay. And went up and closed over here. Came down till this point. That means lowest point and closed over. That means C. Now, market opened. O, this is O over here. The green candles O, market opened. Obviously, it went down in the starting. Created the L point. That is the lowest point. Market was this till here when market was making L. Market was this candle was a red color candle. Okay, now came L over here till here it was a red color candle, and but from there, from this specific point, with because it is inside a fair value gap, just because it is inside a fair value gap, from here buyers try to enter because they believe that this can be the next all time high. This can be the next all time high because market enter, limit order place, and it can go up to 124, 125, 123, and blah blah blah, whatever price range they thought. And exactly from that situation, market did what? This was the rejection point from where buyers enter and rejected, and closed above the open. This is the close. The top point is the close. This is sentiment of a retailer. This is sales. Okay. So this green candle you can see over here, which formed inside a fair value. From fair value gap, we saw rejection upward. This is a sentiment of a retailer, of us, the investor, who went early. Their target obviously is above this level, and their stop losses may can be this or somewhere this or somewhere this. Something they will try to keep, or maybe people who entered at this point, as by looking at the green candle, they must have kept this L as their stop loss. Now market saw that. Market saw two things. Market saw, first, there is no strength, there is no big player. No, like I said, first step is big player who create the gap. Second step is by the retailers who are satisfied with their profit, and they are now trying to tell. Second, people are those who are satisfied, plus there is a plus the people who are fearing that price is very high right now, and fear will trigger and it will drop the price down. Okay, two scenarios, two specific scenarios which can happen and can result in a red candle. Came down. Third, retailer sentiment enter. And now this is third is not just always a retailer. Okay, sometime it is actually the limit order which is getting placed, or it is a sentiment trade. Now market knows one thing very specifically, that this candle is a small, no money, no honey. There is no money in the market and there is no big player in the market. Take advantage, because a lot of people enter for buy situation. He took advantage of that. Market fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. This is a doing of a market. Maybe that's a maybe situation, because he wanted to eat a lot of stop losses over here, which entered by the sentiment of that green candle. By the sentiment of the green candle has one sentiment entering. A lot of people went for the buy situation. Now the market went down to neglect and to trap each and everybody in their liquidity, and hitting their stop losses came down. Now people thought maybe this was not a point of fair value gap. Maybe this is a fair value gap, because again this is a fair value gap. Is it or is it not? The people who got fooled over here, market people thought the market is making that go down, and this is that fair value gap from where we are going to have an uptrend. Again came down. This is small candles, no gap, normal buying, which is basically your retailers buying. This is basically, again you got trapped, because no limit order got placed. If only retailers are there, again a market went 2 to 3 green candle it created, but at the same point, retailers candle cannot make a movement. Retailers candle cannot go up. They have to understand. Again the market fall down. But just see how much people are desperate with a sentiment trading, how much a people psychology can affect. And why I'm telling you this, understand this. First, wait. First fair value gap, second, and this is the smallest, third one. This is fourth, and this is fifth. Five fair value gap we saw in that point. Five. Third was the smallest one. First created, market went down, little sentiment trading happened, went wrong, market fall. It came to the second, now second fair value gap has been tested. Again, the retailer entered with the sentiment trading, went wrong. Came down to the market, and this, I have so many concepts to explain with you. Now this becomes a demand zone of the market. But it's fine. Let's not understand the demand zone right now because we are into fair value gaps right now. Okay, so this is market came down. Now this is the third. Can you see third small, very small fair value gap? First sentiment didn't work. Third, second sentiment didn't work. But still, market the retailer will try again and again and again. This is how it's same. Like, have you played Aviator? By any chance, there is one game which is like it's an airplane game. You put your money, if it goes 1x, 2x, 3x, that much time your money is getting multiplied by. Right now, when it goes, most of the time, sometimes it's like very common. What it does is 1.5, 1.2, your money is getting doubled, 1.5 time better, 1.5 time better, 1.5 time better, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay, now general pattern says that one time it will show you zero, like it didn't even flew. One flew. One, it starts from one actually. No, it starts from 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.6, 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can go up to 100 as well. Okay. The more the plane is moving up, the more you getting money from that. Okay. Now, most of the time, what are the pattern? You get stuck in that pattern. That pattern, the psychology of the pattern says, think, two time market flew at 1, 1. That plane came, made first one, flew away, your money lost. Second time also one came, money lost, flew away, money lost. Now third time people feel, and that's what pattern also said, and pattern also gave you. Like in previous the history, the pattern also shows you that there are so many numerous amount of time. One came, plane flew, two came, plane flew, and third will be the one which can have 5x or 10x. Okay, people enter the third time again. By the first, the market flew. People got stress. First time went, second time wrong, third time also wrong. Now what? They wait for fourth. Maybe this is the time. Again, fourth flew, and that was this is that pattern which takes a maximum people of money, which is a constant five wrong plane, constant five plane going at not going above one, flowing, flew. All five time money gone. People wait for 2x actually. They don't wait for 1.5, 3.5 or something like that. They wait for 2. Market five complete five time the market flew, the plane flew. This is one of those scenarios where psychology hits. First time went wrong. Okay, fine, no issues. Second time again I'll try. Second time went wrong. Okay, no issues. Third time I'll try. Okay, no issues. Fourth time, fifth time, and that cycle keeps repeating, and they affects your psychology that every time whenever I'm going, the market is trying to take our money because you are giving an opportunity to the market. Like once you saw this one very specific thing, that market is not having a strength, market is not having a limit order at that fair value gap. If it has limit orders specialty, I will tell you, fast, fast moving, not a slow moving, and it will big, and it will cross, and like it's just, yeah, just one understanding you can have. Any limit order is will be very fast, like it will move straight up fast. Okay, so second time went wrong, third time again, third time people and try to enter, consolidation phase started, small buying started because they believe first went wrong, second went wrong, third went wrong, third also went down, came to the fourth fair value gap, and from there we can see the market jumped up. from that place. From which fair value gap? Fourth fair value gap. Is there any knowing in any fair value gap? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Can you know which fair value gap can give you any trend, like limit order? Like in first there is limit order, second there is limit, third, fourth. Where is limit order? You cannot tell it. You can just identify gaps, and wherever there is a small strength of the sentiment trading, market will try to trigger you by falling down, falling down, falling down, and finally by the fourth we saw a huge market went. Psychology of fair value gap. Okay, this is fair value gap. Are normal fair value gap. Okay, if you just have to see fair value gap, normal, fair value gap, normal. Simple, very simple. Now in that there is two. One is for buy, one is for sell. But sometime, like I said, not all the time fair value gap has a limit order. Same like this. Market came down. Initially, it should have taken you should have taken a little retracement, no sentiment, nothing. Straight up fall down. One fair value gap. There was just one fair value, by the way. Yes, just one. Fall down. It is not necessarily the candle which has a fair value gap. Next time, another fair value gap will take a pullback from there itself. No, it's not at all necessary. But you can hope for it. Hoping is good. You can hope for it, but it may can happen. Okay. Now this is the right side fair value gap always occurs in a downtrend. It works the exact same as a green fair value gap. Like, yeah. First candle, second candle, third candle, I see a gap over here. I made a fair value gap. Now it works exactly the same, but in a opposite way. Market came down, huge selling of a money, trying to went up, limit order got placed, and again fall down. Simple. It's as simple as that. So this is the red one. Another situation, if I tell you, it's over here. Okay. Market fall down, created a fair value gap, no fair value gaps in between, just retailer trying to went up, hit the fair exact that fair value gap right over here, and then fall down. See, came back to that point, to the fair value gap exact point, and fall down. It's not just one scenario, but there are multiple scenarios for this fair value. Yeah, multiple scenarios. And you have seen what green fair value gap looks like. This is a green side fair value gap. Fair value gap created, market came down, went up, couldn't sustain, came down, and then hit. This is a green side, that was a red side. Again, another fair value gap over here, as much as you can, because spotting a fair value gap is just making you very like used to the market. One time, and this is not like fair value gap is not like supposed for like one time use. It's not OTP. Multiple time, one time, two time, three time, four time. Maybe the same is being used again over here somewhere. Let's drag it. We are right now at that point of fair value. Fair value gaps can also act as a good support and a good resistance. A good support from where market knows the people of knows that it is going to be uptrend from there. This is fair value. If we discuss yesterday we specifically just did a fair value gap trading, nothing else I did. I cannot show you right now. Yeah, wait, I think I can show you right. Yeah, 139. Can you see yesterday we entered at Solana, Solana price, right? So this was the point where I told you two fair value, and we just did a fair value gap trading, nothing else. I never said anything. I just said let it come to the fair value gap, it will try to go up. We entered for the buy situation, and I said my target is just this, nothing else. My target is just this. This was my target. That's all. Because I knew somewhere around here the market will tap in and it will try to give me a downfall from there. Okay, the next one didn't stop at the fair value gap, but it went down on the 1 hour demand zone, and exactly from there it is trying to go back again. Now, where can this, like, see, fair value gaps, demand zones, supply zones are our initial destination where a market can reach. Those are destination for a market. Like maybe it can halt over here, maybe there, maybe from here it can jump, maybe from here a long distance relationship, nothing, whatever it is. So even right now we are having from Solana right over here, we are having a fair value gap, but there are rejections as well because of the gap which is over here. But this gap didn't do anything, but we are seeing a rejection from this gap. It's very simple. If you just want, if you don't understand fair value gap and you want to trade fair value gap, just type here value gap by Lux Algo. Just tap on it. It will show you each and every fair value gaps out there. My this one is also already like, you can see the block, you can see the block, the block, and this 1 hour demand zone. This fair value gap is always there. Alright, so you can just simply go by the indicator fair value gap. It will show you each and every fair value gap, which is a possible reversal situation. Like maybe from here the market can reverse, maybe from here, maybe from there, maybe from this, maybe situation can happen a lot. Same which what happened over here. Market fall down from one hour demand zone, it went up. This was a fair value. Can you see the red thing over here? This was a fair value gap. A little sell side sentiment came, but straight went up. And now from the second fair value gap, the small fair value gap, it is trying to have a rejection. It didn't make a whole red candle, but the rejection we can see. It reached to the second one, and from there we are having a rejection. Maybe it like this will also won't get succeeded in the putting the market down. It can go more up, and from here it may can fall down. Which fair value gap will work? There is no saying for it, no saying at all. Which fair value gap will work, which fair value gap won't work, you cannot predict, you cannot say. Okay, cool. I'll just come in 10 minutes, people. I'll just come. So value should not enter in the market. When you see that fair value gaps are together, like this red is together plus the green one. Once this is to all together, all the fair value gaps are together, and you can see this one. If the previous fair value gap was not even being used, for example, this was the fair value gap and it has been used, captain went up. Now you will never know the next time also it will work or not. But if the previous one worked already, then you have hope. People may enter for the sentiment over here, and it is also colliding with the red fair value gap. This is a place which is very dicey for you to enter. You will never know when the rejection will happen, how the rejection will happen, and each and every of those things. Even in that situation, like if you go by this, first wave, second wave, third, the longest, fourth, and this was the fifth wave. Now A, B, C will happen. Obviously, it will try to consolidate, it will try to create and major swings in the market right over here. I just delete those things and make it more clear for all of the people. Okay. So in these situations, if you are colliding with the fair value gaps, go by the five. If you can see a 5 wave theory, then go by that. Like this was first wave, second, third, the longest, fourth, fifth, and it is making A, B, C somewhere like this. The market will make A, B, C. Okay, so right now A is being processed. A is a corrective wave. Now market will try to correct himself either for the upside or either for the downside. That we are not sure about. Market can make more continuous downward growth or it can make more continuous upward growth. Some people call it Elliott 5 wave theory. Some people call it see A, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a corrective wave A, B, C. For downward side, this was for uptrend. I want to show you for downtrend. Um, but down is also same. Difference. 3, 4, 5, ABC. For downside, I want to see. Huh. Bull market, bear market. Okay. This is a bull market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. Then again, ABC are corrective waves. Okay, corrective wave they are. Same can go for this is bearish market from here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. And this is right now what is happening in Solana. A, B, C. This is what happening in Solana right. From here, we never know. ABC are always like corrective waves. We don't know if the next one can continue to be downward or can change it to an upgrowth. We can never know this. So we should always wait for an ABC. Always and always should wait for ABC. This is maybe B has started, maybe B has started to give us a downfall from here. But again, very close to the fair value gap, so we can never ever know which limit order might get placed. Cheesy, 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 cheesy. Get the rest of. Supplies over market came down, took a support from the fair value gap, again came down, another pushback because this was not, as you can see, a fair value gap over here. So what we can do right here is we can tap to this fair value gap right here and we can enter for a very small movement till there, that we can do. Even in this, there is 5 wave are completed. We missed our 5 waves in the market. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't write that down, but it is ongoing from here. This is A, B, C. Everything is having a downtrend. Something like this a market can make. Rejection is happening a lot. Let's observe a little in the market. I hope you understood the concept of the fair value gap. Mm. We made the concept. Fair value gap was just there to tell you that more than usual something is happening in the market. Mhm, 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 mhm. I don't think so. Most of the time we have to be very patient in the market to see if we can find our entry point up. I'm trying to find my entry point in Ethereum and Solana because they both are having an opportunity to have a corrective wave right now. I want to catch that corrective wave. With respect to the BTC is not showing us any corrective waves because this is not a five wave, Elliott wave theory. Elliott wave theory is not like all the time is there, okay? Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not there, and that is totally fine. Things are already any divergence. Always check for a divergence. Always. Divergence are very important for us. So always keep on a check on a divergence. There are no divergences. Anyway. Hmm. According to the ORB, opening range breakout, we got a breakout downfall. Now it is again trying to go up. Let's see if it acts as a resistance or not. Okay. If it acts as a resistance, we can go for an A. As it's a very small candle, even if I enter at right now position, I don't think so I can get a good amount of profit, and I'll have to wait for a longer period of a time. That's why I'm not entering right now. I'm waiting for some quick and good movement to come into the market. Let's wait for a quick and good movement to come to the market. We need it to touch over here and then to fall so that we can enter. Let's try our ORB test on here as well. We are coming back to the range. Ethereum is coming back to the range. ORB. Why I'm not entering right now? Do you know why? Because see, a downtrend is going on, making a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. It can act like this, like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it can go like this. It won't even touch this, but from there it can turn go down. That's why I'm not entering. If I enter right now, if it goes till this point and from this point it falls down, this is the reason for me not to enter in the market, because a trend of let's see, This is a good rejection, but the rejection is not respected in the next candle. What to do? Should we go for buy? Should we go for sell? Let's wait for. Pa, 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 pa. Is going back in the range. Once it falls from the range, we'll try to think to enter or not to. Going in hard. The number should stay still. Solana is closing into that range. Ethereum has crossed that range. Just crossing that range doesn't mean anything. Okay, it has to break out. It came back to its original range. That's all. That's all. What does pivot say? Still on the sell side. Fine. See, again, it fall down from that range. This is what I'm afraid of. I don't know why, but I think I should go for sell side. We should go for sell. First entry for Ethereum, for Solana. Let's also enter for Solana. Sell side. Take profit is fair value gap, nothing else. Let's wait. Let's wait. We enter very fast in Solana. We wait for more, a little more. Indecision candle can soon change the market direction. These are indecision candles with longer wicks and small body. They cannot decide whether to go for buy or I think they should go. Let's take profit. I'll keep it somewhere around here. Let's see. I've entered in Solana. I've entered in here as well. outside. Shitty candles, shitty candles, shitty candles. We are just having shitty candles, nothing else. Hmm. Gap up opening. Why there is a gap up opening? Closed at 437, opened at 527. This much gap up opening. For what reason? 2 minute breaks, guys. Come back, we'll see. Looks like a bearish pennant pattern. Soon may crash more, but wait for a breakout. That's all I can say. This is the pole, resistance falling down, support going up. Exactly how a bearish pennant pattern should look like. Bearish pennant, downfall, trend line, breakout. Exactly, downfall, resistance falling, resistance support going up. Maybe over here somewhere we can have a breakout. Should we enter early? Kept my target at the swing low where market may can come to grab my liquidity. Easy peasy, simple. Wait, just a game, bro. Watching market is not a fun. Let's play games. Any new emote? New emote. This is that's nice. That's actually nice. Do I get it? I don't want to pay for this. That goblin one was good. That goblin one I liked. Spartan VV. Let's go Spartan VV. Why? 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 Why even? Overspent. He overspent his elixir. That's it. How did I got a damage? Who hit my town? That guy never came. Fireball was this much? Not sure of it. I was just fireball. Waste. Waste of that guy. Wait, sorry, because it is what I wish I had my phone. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna log into my own. We finally got something good. Play with my real ID. It's my real ID. Okay. I have 7,000. Let's claim reward. I don't know. Principal. That's fine. Well, emotes. I love emotes. I love. No, I don't. That's fine. That's bad. We are having profit side by side, guys. Our breakout. I entered early from the breakout because I wanted to enter. I'm being impatient right now because market is so slow today. So slow. And there is nothing we can do. So I just entered. Let's go. Let's go. He's having a damage. He had a good damage, good damage, good damage on the side as well. Nice. I think we can survive. We can survive this. We can, yeah, we can survive this. Come here. Didn't have to waste, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's take this tower. And that tower is gone. No, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. First that guy, obviously, then this guy. Oh, we save, we save, we save. Okay. He wants to be impatient. Let me just show you what it means. That's the sound of that. Nice magic archer. Good thing from magic archer. Next game. Hola. Dark Prince in the back. Pekka is the like I love the pancakes. I also love pancakes. I'm missing pancakes. I should order pancakes. I love pancakes. It's been so long that I haven't eaten a pancake. But it should not be just pan. It should be a good honey syrup. Okay. I managed to get 2 hits from magic archer. Just two. I've got more. Fine. Fine by me. Fine by me. Let's go. Is there any such situation that I only can have one champion in my deck? Can I have more than two champion? Or at least two champions? I only use bandit, boss bandit. First, that was important. Okay, let's go. Let's go one more time. Let's push as we can, as much as we can. Let's try to push as much as we can. Engage. Okay. Okay. Let's push as much as we can. Let's push. Let's push. How he is having this much elixir? Okay. I think I should not push. I should protect. That will help. The deck is very balanced. Balanced. Fine. Fine. Fine, man. I should not have pushed. He was using low elixirs to defend, and I was using high elixir to protect. And that too one. Whenever you're getting cock block, try the another route. In this situation right here. Mm. Uh, uh, Give me more. Give me more. Give me. Give me. Give me. Give me. Give me more. In his own trap. Mini Pekka. Standing border. Nice. I hope you are not upside down border. अरे he doesn't know what's coming to him. Doesn't know what's coming to him. Nice. Let's go for this. Standing pose, Sons of Liberty. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Go. Why? 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 I ask why. Not any other question. Just why? Obviously, you have to sacrifice. Haha. Four hits. Four hits. Four hits. Oh no. Oh shit. Little Prince. Little late. Little late. I was just little late. I was not that late. Just a little late. Little late is fine. Little late is enough. Little late should be enough. I feel this tower might go. Let's go. The real battle starts. मैंने ये देखो yep. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na na. Right. Roll up. Let's go. Defense. Defense. I have. I have. I can manage. I can manage. I can manage. One, 4, 5. Let's go. Let's go. Something. Let's go. I can manage. I knew I can manage. Let's go. Not right now. Not right now. Mm. Okay. We're still alive. I knew he has this guy. I knew he would bring this shit. It's very shit. It's gonna be dead. That's dead. That's dead. Let's go high. Not waste time. Okay. Come on, at least give me three hits. Three. One. Just one. Really? Just one? Obviously. Not now. Not now. Now. Please in the back. This. Everything and everything down. Anything and everything. Anything and everything. Everything. Any. Oh shit. Made a wrong choice. Not the wrong choice. Not the wrong choice. Not the wrong choice. Not the wrong choice. I have to kill her. She is eating my all these things alive. Okay. Okay. In between, please. Swiss. Didn't use earthquake till the last. That's what I do. I should use each and every of my card to win the match. I don't use all cards. Then why do I take it? Can't do that. Sure, he's gonna take him. He's gonna take. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. mm, Maybe. Maybe. What? Ready. Obviously. Let's go. Starts from this to check what he has. This here. Obviously, he had that. Obviously, for very, very sure. I knew that he put it on this, this. Okay. Don't. Moving forward. Let's press. And jump. Nice. I like it. Like it. Whistler. I have to use this. I'm gonna use this. I am gonna use this. Obviously, like I didn't knew that he's not having that. Okay, great. Here I come. That is gonna die like that. Gonna die, I swear. Gonna save your ass. Gonna save your ass. Gonna save your ass. boom, something like this. Okay, fine by me. I'll do this, senior. Good. Ah, don't make him sit. He doesn't like to sit. And that's my win. I knew I would win. So lots to put to win. Oh shit. Oh shit. Arey. Fast. Come on, fast. 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 Bro, thanks. Come on, come on. GG, 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 GG. Good game, good game. Come on, let's go fast, fast, fast. Fast, fast, fast. Good game, good game, good game. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Fast, fast, fast. This is not my game. Good game, good game, good game. Warning goals. Obviously freeze with balloon. What else? I'm gone. Take this. Uh, this small, big, big, small. I'll take this. Let's put this small in the back. Okay, big gun is loaded. Let's load my big gun over here, over here. Dun, 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 dun. He has anything stupid. Oh, he has those. Fine by me. That's not my main attraction. Really not my main attraction. Ah, why? 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 But still, fine. Done. It's supposed to be done. It's done. Kill this guy first. Smoke. There, 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 there. Big mistake. The mistake is going to cost me. The mistake is going to cost me now. अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार. This was not supposed to be happen like that. Fine, if it happened like that, this was not actually supposed to happen like. Boss, shit, shit, shit. Very close, very close, very close. It was very close. Could have, could have, could have, could have won. It doesn't stop. The freeze doesn't. The freeze in very late. In this, if you play in computer, it comes late. It comes late. It comes late. Okay, character. You have defense as well. Let's go. That was very close. That was very, very close. Very close. It was very close. That was very close. That was very close. What? How? Make me understand how they have. But how? Like, legitly, how? Like, how they can attack from that far? It is not ethical to attack from that far. Hey, he has those things. I have to just make sure that he has those things. Understand that he has that, that thing. Let's go. We'll make it happen. 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 Nobody came. That's a good thing. Nobody came. Nobody coming is a good thing. He has something which he has not revealed yet. Something. I don't know what it is, but he has something which he hasn't revealed yet. Interrupt you. Why? Why, bro? Why? Let's go. Let's try to find something chic. Let's try to find something shaky, 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 shaky. Money, 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 money. Lava, lava. Spit game proper. अरे why so okay. This gives me opportunity of going in this. Save it. Okay, okay, fine by me, fine by me. I'll find more ways. I'll find more persuasive ways I will find more persuasive ways here. Find more persuasive ways. Try to find more persuasive ways than ever. Okay, this is there. Let's go there. We have to be over here, and that's it. That's it, I guess. And that's it. Loss. Should run more cycles of each card to get there. Eventually, I'll get there. Last game in the stream. Obviously. Obviously. Okay. I think I should go for this. I think I should go for this and this. Zappies are good. I love Zappies. Zappies can make anybody stop at that moment. That's why I love Zappies a lot. Love for the Zappies. See, I have defensive cards. That's why I went defensive. I have, I have defensive cards. So I can go for defense. Okay, now I all have defensive cards, so I cannot play. Okay, it will take time, it will land in that exact moment. Let's go here. Let's go attack, just attacks. Let's go just attacks. Anyway, that's gonna sit over there. So what's the point of making him sit? Okay, you wanna go there, go there. That is fine by me because you're gonna be okay. Oh, let's go. Huh. Spells gone. Let's go from here. Let's do some this, this, this. I don't need much. I need very less. I don't need much. I need very less of everything. Less of it. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. I told you strictly not to jump. Very strict communication was that you should not be jumping. Okay, it stopped. My net is gone. No, 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 it's still there. Still there. Still here. It is still here. It is still here. It is still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Okay. Still alive. Alive and well. I am alive and I am well. Still alive and well. Alive and well. Alive and well. Let's like this. Here. Go by this over here. Let's go by this. Let's go. Nice. A lot of wins. I think this is my time to go. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Second. Okay. So thank you so much. This trade will be completed. I know for very, very sure because this is a bearish panel. It is obviously going to give us a downfall in the market. So for all the people, thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being part. I am going to be, I have holiday for 2 days. So after 2 days, I'll be coming on Friday. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being part. Do not forget to download our app, that is zbit.com. Cool. Bye bye, everybody. Do not forget to follow the links in the description section. You will find the Telegram link, Instagram link, and each and every of those things. Links. Please do not forget to like download those links, because in Telegram, even if I'm in the live stream, I'm available for 4 hours only. But after that, on the Telegram, you can see me for constantly. I'm available there 24 hours. Okay, so please make sure that you are downloading Telegram to know regarding the market.